Hello once again, Internet. My name is Mac Taylor. I am a independent filmmaker, writer, actor, director, all that stuff. Now, I am on the YouTube. This is not my camera I'm using. I'm using my laptop to do these sort of videos because I'm not busting out all my camera equipment to talk about movies. Also, I'll be giving updates on what I'm doing and the status of any projects I'm doing, but also just talking about what I'm watching, everything like that. I watched 6 movies that I'm going to be talking to you about on this. And also, I'm going to be talking about some upcoming movies I plan on going to see. And I don't know why I'm stuttering about this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into it. First one I watched is Blazing Saddles. I'm going to try to get this there it is. There it is, Blazing Saddles. I hadn't watched this movie in quite some time, and Mel Brooks is an amazing, amazing filmmaker. All of his stuff is so funny, and you watch it once and you get the jokes, but then you watch it again and again, and there's always something you missed. Because there was always so much going on in them. It's put on really well, and everybody just does such a good job. Gene Hackman, in particular, I think his name was like the Waco Kid. Was that his character's name? Doesn't say, but yeah, I think it's the Waco Kid. He's got the fastest hands where he's like, put your hands on either side of the chess piece, and then he's like, looks in his hands on it, it's in his hands because he was fast. On a little thing, because Gene Hackman, why did I say Gene Wilder? Gene Wilder, not Gene Hackman. Ignore that. Forget about that. This is one cut, so I'm not going to edit that, but forget I said that. Gene Wilder, the late, great Gene Wilder. Just the way he plays it off. Like, he gives it straight, but it's hilarious. That's all Mel Brooks stuff is. Everyone's playing it very straight, not silly, but it's funny. And that makes it even funnier, in a sense. But no, the performances in it are fantastic. Not my favorite Mel Brooks film. I think my favorite would be Spaceballs, just because I'm such a huge Star Wars fan that anything parroting Star Wars well is just really great to me. But I think this might be number 2. This might be my second favorite Mel Brooks movie. But I don't know. I'd have to watch them all in a row back to back and really study it to give an exact measurement on it. But overall, it was really good, and I had a blast watching it. It's like an hour and a half, I think. Yeah, an hour and 33 minutes, but it felt like 10. I was just like, oh, it's already over? Like, I was not rushed. I was laughing the whole time. The next movie I couldn't wait for to be over. I was very disappointed by it. It is Frogs. Today the pond, tomorrow the world. Now, the reason why I was looking forward to this movie is, one, it looks like it could be silly. Like, killer frogs, that sounds hilarious. And it has Sam Elliott in it. And I was like, I love Sam Elliott. And then I got about an hour and 30 minutes of complete and utter garbage. This movie was pure garbage. I hated every second of it. It was just so badly shot. The acting was very stale, and I couldn't quite tell if they were trying to be comedic or not. It didn't seem like it. And it was slow. Like, how are you going to take a concept there's a scene where, because frogs are barely in this thing. It's more like just nature. Like, they should call it trees and lizards, because that's more of what I saw. A tree somehow shoots a guy. And I was just, I was baffled by the amount of garbage I was watching. And then I'm just bored. Pure bored. And just waiting for it to be over. The characters... Oh, excuse me. I didn't care about any of the characters at all. Like, usually, even in a really, crazy bad movie, there's, one character you care about. Or someone's performance is really good. And there's no saving grace in this movie. There's no thing you could hold on to. Everyone that died, I was like, good. I don't care. Kill them all. End of this movie. And it just went on and on and on and on. I'm like, I don't care. End this movie. And finally it was over, and I was cheering at the credits, not because I enjoyed the movie, but because, oh my God, this is over. I can go back to my life now. Because I was, I had to finish it. I can't just not finish it. But it was so bad. Just so incredibly bad. The next movie, I saw this movie, I think when I was like a freshman in high school. It was on TV. And I had not seen it since. And I remember, I thought it was okay. I went back and rewatched it, and I'll just go into it. It is a Cruel Intentions, 1999, wonderful cast. Directed, just drop and break everything. Directed by, what's this guy's name? Roger Cumble. First of all, this movie looks great. Now, as a person who does this kind of thing, and like right now I'm making a horror film called The Grounds, I know how hard it is to make something look good. Like, this movie is just shot really well. All the set dressings look very nice. The costumes are very nice. And just the light that comes in, everything's well balanced and well done. This movie was done off a low budget. And, but the look isn't even the best thing about it, because sometimes it's just a look in the movie that I like. But the cast in this is the typical 90s teen cast. So you got Ryan Felipe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon, who was dating Ryan Felipe at the time, and well, who else? Joshua Jackson is in this for a little bit, and was the other girl, Selma Blair, and there's another actress, I can't remember her name. But anyway, everybody in this movie, small part, big part, they were all great, like fantastic, and especially Ryan Felipe, like this, the way he was delivering his lines and like going about this character was fantastic. Because I've seen him play a lot of different stuff, and like he's so arrogant, and it's fantastic. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, she really plays this villain. Like, I don't think she rarely ever plays a villain, like in Buffy and any other movie she's in. She's usually the a hero of some sort. And this one, she's just a villain, like straight up bitch. And she owns it, and she does such a fantastic job with it. It was hard not to be mesmerized by their performances and to really get caught up in the movie. But no, like, this movie is like an hour and 40 minutes. And the whole time, I'm just like, wow, this is a lot better than I remember. But I guess when I was 15, I wasn't looking at the movies in general like I do now. And much more appreciative of things in movies. And, like, I remember just really, really liking it. I apologize in advance. I have 2 dogs, and I'm set up in my living room right now because I'm still getting my video shoot. Because my YouTube videos not going to be in great quality because I'm on my laptop camera, and I'm not going to edit or cut them together. It's a lot of, I'm doing that for a feature film. I don't need to be doing that in videos. I'm doing a video every day just to get some content out and keep myself busy and keep you guys as an audience in tune to what I'm doing. But my movie will not look like this. My movie will be much more thought put together. But this is just me shooting the shit with everybody, and I hope that you guys like it, and I'm able to put out these to some sort of an audience. But Cruel Intentions, if you're ever looking for, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend seeing it. It's not like Mel Brooks, where I usually don't have to do a lot of talking about a Mel Brooks film. People know that it's good. This, not a lot of people have seen it, and I really think they should. I think you really like it. It's not like your everyday. Now, there's 2 sequels out to it, and they both suck badly. Don't watch the sequels. Garbage. It's all garbage. But because they basically do the exact same plot. It's like Wild Things. The first one is great, and the sequels are just hot garbage. So just watch the first one. Don't bother with the other 2. This next one is, it's nostalgic for me, because it's the first ever Chris Farley movie I think I'd ever watched. I've seen it, this is the 3rd time I think I've seen it, and I just laugh so much in this movie. It is Beverly Hills Ninja, and it's actually one of the more poorly received of Chris Farley's movies. I think Tommy Boy was the highest regarded one. And I mean, it's got a classic Chris Farley physical comedy grasp to it, and it's about him being the only white guy in this like ninja clan, and he goes up to Beverly Hills to do this mission and save this girl, and it's so funny though, like, oh my gosh, because Chris Farley plays things so well. Like there's a scene when he's trying to tell this girl like, oh, I'm part of this prophecy about being the only white guy in this clan, and she's like, let me see it, and he pulls out the scroll and he's like, it's here. No, and like he's talking to her, and the scroll is on fire because he's holding it over a candle, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And he's like, "I know, the words burn into my soul as well." And she's like, "No, it's on fire and burning." And he's like, he just pours water all over. It's so funny. Like I don't know, the scene I always quote when I'm talking to somebody about this movie, which oddly happens a lot, is he's blindfolded directing Chris Rock, who's driving to get him to this place because he's blindfolded when he drove there. And he's like, turn left toward the water, and they're going in a car wash, like in a convertible. And then he's like, we've gone off course, we've gotten too close, the sea monsters are, I don't know, it was just so funny to me. Like, I know I'm ranting and raving about it. If you haven't seen this movie, immediately get it. It's worth it. Especially if you got kids, they're going to get it and they're going to like it. The next one that I watched is not for children. It's a sequel to, I don't remember what year it came, sometime in the 80s, I think. Hellraiser, which is Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. And this is one of the only Hellraiser movies I had not seen. I've seen Hellraiser, Hellraiser 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hellraiser, the first one, is fantastic. It's gory, it's fun, it's interesting, creative, I like it. Hellraiser 3, I liked, and then pretty much then on it kind of went downhill for me. But this one was good. My only complaint about it is it spends like probably 20 minutes or so of this movie is just re-explaining what happened in Hellraiser, and some of it's shot for shot from that movie. So this is a hour and 40 minutes, and really could have been condensed down to like an hour and 20 minutes because there's not a whole lot of content in it that's exclusive to the sequel. That does continue on to the story of like this girl, she's in the asylum, and like the guy's just also trying to summon the Cenobites, and you get kind of the behind like what these Cenobites were when they were human and things like. It was really nice. It was a good sequel. If they would have just cut out the stuff in the first one and just told the second part of the story, it would have been a lot better. But this is a good sequel. A lot of today's sequels suck, and this was a good follow-up. So yeah, if you like Hellraiser, watch Hellraiser 2. It's a good one. Not really much else to say about that. It's just, it is what it is, you know? And the last thing I watched, I just finished watching before I did this video, and I have seen, this is like the 6th time I've seen this movie. A lot of you have seen this movie. It is Zoolander. First of all, fantastic cast. Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell, a brief part by Vince Vaughn and Judah Friedlander and John Voight. A lot of cameos in this. And a small part by Alexander Skarsgård, and I'm just recently getting into the Skarsgård family, so it's kind of nice to see some of their other stuff. This is, I shouldn't have to go too much into the plot of this. This is a movie that's pretty widely, it's a male model comedy, basically, about a male model. They're trying to brainwash him into killing a prime minister. So funny, though. Ben Stiller's stuff is a hit or miss with me. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome, that's hilarious. And then other times I'm like, okay, you know, this is, you're really lowballing me on the comedy here. But, I don't know, just like the looks he gives, you know, the blue steel. And the La Tigre, Ferrari. It's the same look like over and over again. And then at the end he does Magnum, which is also the same look, but like stops the shirt again. So funny. And Owen Wilson, and again, Owen Wilson's another one of these guys. Yeah, I either really like him in a movie, or I just like, oh, he's doing the Owen Wilson thing. Like, oh my god, that's crazy. You know, we're models, and now we're gonna go stop someone from killing the prime minister. Wow, oh my god. I'm a model, you're a model. We hated each other, now we're friends. It's so cool. Yeah. That's basically Owen Wilson's thing. He just always sounds surprised that he's doing something. Oh my gosh, I'm a car. I'm a race car. Yeah. But, I don't know, it's really hard to say. I have not seen the sequel, and everyone says the sequel is bad, like really bad. It's just a cameo fest and not really much of a story. But this one wasn't really much of a story, but I'm not going into a Ben Stiller comedy expecting the plot to blow me away or anything. I'm looking to laugh, and if it makes me laugh, I'm okay with it. It never points in this movie when I laugh. Not as much as like Beverly Hills Ninja or Blazing Saddles. They weren't that funny, but like the gasoline fight always makes me laugh. And there were little quips and moments that I kind of chuckled at. It's not the most funny thing, but it's what I expect. I don't have a high expectation for Ben Stiller or Owen Wilson, so I just kind of went into it like, as long as I laugh a couple times, I'm having a good time. And that's what I got. So if you're looking for something just to sit back and laugh a couple times, oh, sorry again for the yawning. I don't know why I'm tired. If you're looking to have a couple laughs, that's definitely something to watch. But of the 6, I would probably recommend the most Cruel Intentions, because again, that's something I didn't have an expectation for going into it. Again, because when I rewatch stuff, I never know how I'm gonna feel about it. And it's solid. It was real solid. That is my DVD review part of this video. Now I'm gonna go into 2. Yeah, I'll just do 2, because 1 I don't know if I'm gonna end up going to see, because it hasn't been to a theater near me yet. But there's 2 movies coming out that I've seen the trailers for that I'm going to go see, like 100%. I'm in those theaters. Not on opening night on either one of them, but I'm gonna go. The first one I'll talk about is Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. As we all know, I'm a Star Wars nut. My shirt I have on today is also Star Wars. I love Star Wars. So, they can keep spitting out these movies every week for all I care. I'm going to go see it. And I saw the trailer, and when I see trailers to movies I'm really excited about, I freak out. Like, when I was watching it, and Luke is talking, because in the last movie all we got was him staring. I was like, oh my god, it's happening, guys, and there's nobody with me. I'm just talking to myself. Guys, oh my god, here we are. And when Kylo is about to shoot the ship and Leia's like sensing it, I'm like, oh my god, don't you do it, you son of a bitch, don't you do it. Like, I'm almost like laughing, I'm like hysterically laughing and almost crying the whole time in the trailer. I'm so excited about it. Force Awakens was so freaking amazing. Loved every second of it. I loved every second of Rogue One. These Star Wars movies are so good. Keep cranking them out. I'm going to keep going and seeing them. You guys have my money. You know this. The next one I saw the trailer for is I don't see every one of the installments in theaters, but I always watch them at some point. Is Avengers Infinity War. I have seen the past few in theaters, and I've been pretty excited about Infinity War because it's got a bunch of heroes in it. Thanos is a bad baddie, like he's a big bad dude. And the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just so well done. And I saw the trailer, and I'm literally like, I called my friend afterwards, and I was telling her like, oh my god, like we're gonna have to go see Avengers Infinity War because I'm pumped. And I got a while till it comes out, but I don't care. Like, I'm ready. Because in the trailer, it's like, you know, there's all this like dark tone, and they're talking, and it's showing all the Avengers, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Iron Man, Black Widow, let's go. And then all of a sudden the Spidey sense comes up, and I'm like, oh my god, Spider-Man, yeah, fuck yeah. And then it keeps getting progressively better. Thanos steps out, and I'm like, oh my god, he looks fantastic. Josh Brolin's about to deliver a fantastic performance, and then the fighting of it starts, and all of a sudden, Thanos chokeslams Spider-Man, and I'm like, oh my god, and then he punches Iron Man in the face. I'm like, oh my god, he's got the Hulkbuster armor on, and Black Panther and his Wakandan army are all, get this man a shield, and Black Captain America just steps out. I'm like, oh my god, here we go, and then there's the end scene where, like, they're all running, the Avengers up front, and the Wakandan army behind them, and Falcon and War Machine are in the sky going, and everyone's charging, and here comes Thanos and his children, and I'm like, yes, freaking yes. Like, I am a grown man in my apartment screaming at the top of my lungs because of a trailer to a movie I'm gonna go see next year. That's how awesome it is just to see a little bit of it. And that's just a little tasty taste they get. And then the Guardians at the end, I was like, yes. I was pumped. And usually, again, Marvel movies, I like them, but I'm not always like, gotta go see that movie like I am Star Wars. But man, I'm gonna go see Infinity War. The last few I saw in theaters were like Deadpool, Civil War, and Spider-Man: Homecoming. And I'm about to go see Thor: Ragnarok. So I'm definitely getting more into it because DC's live-action movies have just disappointed me to hell. Like, I can't really watch them. DC's animated stuff is great, but they just can't seem to get their cinematic universe together. But I'm glad to, again, I was geeking out. And I just watched the trailer for Jurassic World Lost Kingdom, and that looks pretty good. And I'm going to go see that in theaters, but that's not something the trailer didn't have me geeking like these other two did, like to verbally be yelling. So, again, I'm very excited to go see those. Quick update on the grounds. Casting is done. We're going to start table reads and photo shoots in January. Getting the last little bit of effects stuff together. Getting all of our supplies together. April, first weekend, we start filming. We conclude filming at the start of May. I'll be editing all through May, and the movie should be out. Should be, if everything goes according to plan, stays on schedule, like the first weekend of June, we should be looking at a release. Still haven't got a secure from the theater yet. It might not be in theater. It might be, we might just do like a drive-in type deal where we have a big screen and everyone can drive up and watch. Don't know yet. Independent films, you never know. I'm so excited. It's my feature film acting directing debut. And it's a horror film, which I love the horror genre, and I'm super excited to keep this, because after this film I'm moving to California, and we're gonna try to keep all the projects pumping out, and I'm gonna keep giving you guys YouTube videos of me. It's not just gonna be me doing reviews of movies and talking about movies. It could be me we're doing some sketches. We might be doing some music videos, the songs we like, and just giving them, like, get a little more comfortable with my camera and stuff. And we might be doing like little sketches and just little tiny things, because feature films are so stressful. Like right now I'm under so much stress because I work at Honda. So I don't have a lot of time. So it'd be nice to do like a 5-minute video here and there and just kind of like get everybody together. It'd be fun. But that's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned for more of these videos coming out, and keep on supporting the Mac Attack Production Studio. This is Mac Taylor. Love you guys.